If there's one thing humans excel at, it's inventing pointless reasons to party, and this whole New Year nonsense is the crown jewel. The day started like any other, with Emma attempting to disrupt my morning nap. She bustled around the house, hauling out shiny decorations and muttering things like, "We're going to start the year right, Fluffy." Start the year right? Last year I woke up to fireworks, a champagne cork nearly took me out, and someone spilled Prosecco on my tail. If that's right, I'll stick to wrong. Thanks. By mid-afternoon, the living room looked like a party supply store had exploded. Streamers hung from the ceiling, glitter coated every surface, and there was a suspiciously tall stack of plastic cups near the punch bowl. Emma held up a ridiculous hat shaped like a clock and turned to me. "Fluffy, you're going to love this." I squinted at her. "If that thing touches my head, we're starting the year with an emergency room visit. For you." She laughed, oblivious to my threat, and plopped the hat down anyway. It dangled precariously over one ear while I plotted her downfall. The guests. By the time the first guests arrived, I'd retreated to my throne, the armchair by the window. I watched them file in, each one louder and more obnoxious than the last. First was Linda, who brought her signature casserole that smelled like feet and despair. She waved at me. "Hi, Fluffy." I didn't wave back. We're not friends. Then came Dave, with a bottle of something that looked expensive but would probably taste like paint thinner. He gave me a thumbs up. "Ready to party, buddy?" I flicked my tail. "Do I look like I'm ready to party?" The noise escalates. As the night wore on, the humans grew louder. Music blasted from the speakers, and someone started a karaoke contest. Emma grabbed the microphone and belted out a painfully off-key rendition of "Living on a Prayer." I buried my face in my paws. Bon Jovi didn't deserve this. Nearby, Linda's casserole sat untouched, its smell intensifying by the minute. I eyed it cautiously. If that thing gains sentience, we're all doomed. The catnip incident. At some point, someone, probably Dave, thought it would be hilarious to offer me a bowl of catnip. Now, I'm no stranger to the herb, but what he gave me, that was some black market grade stuff. One sniff, and the room started spinning. The glittery decorations turned into a kaleidoscope of nightmares, and I swore Linda's casserole was trying to talk to me. "Pull it together, Fluffy," I told myself, wobbling toward the kitchen. "You're better than this." As the countdown began, the humans gathered around the TV, yelling numbers like it was the world's most uncoordinated cult ritual. 10. I perched on the windowsill, watching fireworks light up the night sky. 9. Emma poured champagne, spilling half of it on the rug. 8. Dave dropped his phone into the punch bowl. Classic. 7. Linda tried to hug me. I dodged, barely escaping her casserole-scented clutches. 6. Someone knocked over the tower of plastic cups. It collapsed in a spectacular cascade of chaos. 5. I licked my paw, wondering if I could claw my way into the new year without these lunatics. 4. The neighbor's dog started barking. Idiot. 3. Emma tripped over a streamer. 2. Dave lit a sparkler indoors. Bad idea. 1. The clock struck midnight, and the room erupted into cheers. The aftermath. As the humans sang Auld Lang Syne, I climbed onto the table and surveyed the battlefield. Confetti covered every surface. Linda was asleep on the couch with a party horn in her mouth, and Dave was trying to fish his phone out of the punch bowl with a fork. Emma sat down beside me, stroking my fur. "Happy New Year, Fluffy," she said softly. I purred, just a little. "Happy New Year, Emma. May it involve fewer humans and more tuna." As the humans stumbled into the new year, I curled up in my armchair, smug in the knowledge that once again I'd survived their nonsense.
Clock is ticking, a year's gone by. From shelter walls to Emma's eyes, she found me there, a lost lone soul. Now I've got a heart that feels whole. Oh, the fish I've swiped, the vases I've smashed, the laughs we've had, the dreams we've dashed. From moonlit rooftops to sunny naps, life's an adventure, no time for maps. Here's to Emma, my guiding star, From where I was to where we are, a toast to love, to second chances, to life's wild leaps and daring dances. Let's positively own this year with hope, mischief, and no fear. Remember that tree I climbed too high? Emma screamed and I touched the sky. And the robot vacuum, my arch nemesis, it never saw my ninja prowess. But it's not just chaos, not just fun. It's the quiet moments, the setting sun, when Emma hums and I curl near, safe and sound, no need to fear. Here's to Emma, my guiding star. From where I was to where we are, a toast to love, to second chances, to life's wild leaps and daring dances. Let's positively own this year with hope, mischief, and no fear. Was rough, but I won't look back. The future's bright on this new track. With Emma by me, I'm never alone. This crazy life feels like a throne. So here's to midnight, to the clock's fresh chime, to new catnip dreams and moments sublime. Let's make this year a fluffy affair, full of purrs and